It has been quite the challenge for the races and fun world approaching this new feature of the conveyor belt, but two teams rose to the occasion. Hey everybody, I'm Brendan, and this is the finals of the Conveyor Cup as we welcome Ferrari and Formula One, the two teams who have bested all the others in this 8-team tournament. We head to the finals. These two teams pretty evenly matched. We've seen them both be dominant in their other two respective rounds, and now it's time for them to face off. We can see them down there readying up as we have the Modena and the winning Formula. They'll be the first two to step onto the course today. Modena winning Formula. Two cars who performed quite well over the last couple of rounds, making it to the semifinals at least. And looking pretty even here coming into the seesaw. Here we go, winning Formula on the near side. Modena goes for the cutoff but can't get it. Only down by a length though. It could come back here at the end. Winning Formula slow to the end and the Modena might have it. He skids and sideways for a second, but I can't tell. I think it was the Modena coming up a little bit short at the end. So that's going to be a win for the Formula One team. But man, that was close. We didn't get a nice replay on that, but I think on the one replay we got, it was pretty clear that the winning Formula was fast enough. Oh my god, we had a car stop there right on the conveyor, and the Formula One team will take their second win with absolutely no problem. And it's going to be 2-0. One cross sideways as well. That's tough on the Ferrari team. Actually, this was the only Ferrari car that lost in round one in the previous video, so rightfully so, I guess, for him. Ferrari and Formula HW. Now to race 3 here. 3 of 8 here in round 1. And the HW pulling out a few lengths here through the first hairpin. Now it's about even. 1 length between them into the seesaw. Here comes Ferrari, but he spins around again. And it looks like the Formula One team is going to continue the shutout possibility of 3-0. Ferrari has struggled to stay in control on the conveyor belt, and I did talk about this in the previous video, that this might be a struggle for this team, especially against Formula One, who has seemed to never have a mistake once they hit the belt. We got Ferrari F50 and the Indy 500 Oval. One of the better racers on the Formula One team, maybe even the captain. Well, I am not sure. 500 Oval falling back here early on in the F50. And they're looking to stretch out a nice lead here, trying to be controlled into the seesaw. Keeps control, dodges to the middle, now outside. Didn't even need to cut him off there. He has the win. And that will put any shutout opportunities out of reach for this particular race, as it now is 3-1. F40 and the Texaco. I will say I saw a couple comments over last couple of videos featuring this Formula One team that the Texaco was their favorite design of the bunch. And I will say that black and white paint choice really catches my eye as well. Unfortunately for the Texaco, he's not catching anyone's eye when it comes to speed, as he will cross way behind the Ferraris, who will now make it 3-2 as they start to climb back into this one. Terrible finish, I will say, and tough out of the gate for the Texaco. F40 and the 500 Oval. 3-2. Formula One is up 1. And it looks like the Ferraris want to even it at 3 here, as they're taking a huge lead going into the conveyor. And down, straight through the conveyor he will go. And this F40, who won the previous tournament overall singularly, will be moving on in the next round pretty easily. Tough finish there for the Formula One team, who's starting to lag behind. It is that Sector 1 speed that's been such a problem. F40 and the Mad Racer. Golden F40 looked pretty slow in the previous video as well, and starting to lag behind here against the Mad Racer. And here we go to the hairpin. He tries to climb back into it. No. Starts to fall behind more lengths. Here we go. F40 on the far side. Here is some speed coming up. He cuts to the inside. Down the middle. Has it by a length, and now 2. The Mad Racer couldn't keep it up through the conveyor. Was straight, but lost all that speed. F40 in the winning Formula. We've seen good things from this winning Formula before. And, well, this is the time to see good things again. He's up by a length here into the hairpin. He gets inside line. has 2 lengths ahead into the seesaw to work with. Ferrari, he's rounded backwards, and he's faced the wrong way. And as he spins around, Winning Formula will put on the gas and get to the end here. That'll be a good way to finish round 1 for both teams. Both of them got quite a healthy amount of racers to look towards round 2. Look at the distance between those two, though. You can't stall on the conveyor. That's the death of a racer in this particular cup. Formula 4, Ferrari 4. We are even, and you expect nothing less from these two teams. And now it really comes down to it here. Flashback in the F50. Racing out again. Flashback got lucky last time. Very slow out of the gate, and here we see it again. But the Ferraris couldn't stay straight, and the Flashback just kind of cruised to the end, even though he had absolutely no business winning the race. This time, the Ferraris are going to stay more on their wheels, and the Flashback will flash right back to the bench and sit the rest of this one out. I had trouble with the transition piece. Got caught there on the plastic railing. I mean, come on. I mean, what does that say about this race? Supposed to help you out, I would say. Those are the guidelines. Winning Formula and the F40. These two, on the other hand, a little bit more capable racers. F40 struggled out of the gate. He starts to gain back that lead really quickly, though we're about even down the first hill. And we'll leave Sector 1 with the F40 at the advantage. Winning Formula looking to the inside line here of the seesaw. Comes out pretty fast, so does the F40. It's going to be hard to catch up here. And F40 stays straight down the last back stretch, and he will take it by a few lengths. And now we got the HW in the F4. Slowly trimming down the amount of vehicles as we move towards the semifinals. Golden F40, that black and white insignia on the shoulder. And coming in towards the near line here on the seesaw. HW, trouble out of the seesaw, and this gold F40 will take advantage of that downfall. And he will be moving on as well. Not very close races, except for a couple. Like there at the beginning, that first race was quite close, but it's been pretty distant so far. Winning Formula and F40. Yellow and purple. A good stretch of color out there. Colors you don't normally see on car bodies. Are about even into the seesaw. F40 climbing back here through the seesaw. Grinding on the outside line. Comes to the inside to nudge the Winning Formula, but ends up hurting himself. And Formula 1 will pick up another win here. And that's one of the F40's best racers, so a tough loss for them, for him to be cut out right here. I think he should have just gone for it. Not gone for any sort of collision, but just tried to push to the end and race him in the back straight. Formula 1 with 1 vehicle hanging on, Ferrari with 3. Will the Winning Formula hold it out again? He won in the previous video where he featured. And it's time for him to come out and do it again and see if he can take the finals in the Conveyor Cup. Here we go. F40, Winning Formula. And it's about even. Here we go to the seesaw. And it's still even. Winning Formula bounces out of the conveyor, but the F40 goes for a block and misses. Now the Winning Formula goes for a half K turn. They're even. Coming out of the line, Winning Formula with a collision. He's backwards, but he has the win. I can't believe the race I just saw. That was an absolute mess between these two vehicles. Tangle of metal. But somehow the F1 team holds on for just one more, and the Winning Formula will have a shot in the finals. Really tough finish for both vehicles. And the Ferrari team is kicking themselves right now, but they will get to send one anyway. We have 2 Ferraris out there right now, and as you might have guessed from your seat on the sidelines, the blue F40 is definitely going to take this one. No contest at all. It's been the fastest of the the Ferrari team by far in this one. We head to the finals. This is it here in the Conveyor Cup. We have worked it all up to this after all of those videos and all of those teams. And this is a finals that won't feature the X-Racers team. It will be first to win 2 as usual, and it will be the Winning Formula and the Ferrari F40 of blue color facing off here in the end. F40 on the near side here and looking to be the faster vehicle by a little bit, already stretching out to a length here down the hill. Here we go to the hairpin. Winning Formula tries to fight back into it, down 2 lengths to the seesaw. Winning Formula straightens out. He's speedy down the inside line, and he's going to have the win easily. F40 balks up there in the belt, and it's not going to be easy for him. He'll be down a race, but he can still pull back into it if he wins this one. We change lanes. Here we go. This is the race that could end it all if the Winning Formula can take this one. He's already down a length through Sector 1, but that was the same as last time. F40 having the near side this time and looking very fast through the seesaw, and he'll have it by a few lengths. And this time, it was kind of a mirror image of the previous race with the Winning Formula coming up behind at the end. We're even at 1, and then like this, we'll go to that final race. Third race. This will decide it all. Whoever wins the Conveyor Cup. F40 on the inside line, now to the outside, into the seesaw. Winning Formula on the inside. F40 goes for a block, and he puts it on perfectly. 3 lengths ahead, 4, 5, 6, and he will cross the line and win the Conveyor Cup for the Ferrari team. What a way to finish. He is very bold out there, knows exactly when to put that defensive driving on, and that he did at the end. A good decision, and that will do it for the Conveyor Cup in a beautiful fashion. Thanks everyone for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to Races and Fun, and we'll see you in the next tournament here on the channel.